2024, Mutya ng Central Bicol.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Daniela Marie Slansky, and I'm an empowered, radiant woman. I studied at Taguig City University with a degree in tourism management, and currently I'm taking my master's degree in business administration. I'm also a corporate employee of one of the private companies here in the Philippines. Growing up, I did not have a key. I stopped my education for 3 years, and I did not receive my diploma. But when I came to this state, I started working as a housekeeper for my aunt, and it opened up a lot of opportunities for me. And therefore, I'm now advocating for youth empowerment through education, because I believe that I can inspire younger generation in taking care or reaching their goals in terms of education, because I still believe that education opens up a lot of opportunities and is still the key in breaking the cycle of poverty. Thank you.
Wow. Yes!
Not just in any competitions I have joined, but also in the challenges of life. Because we have an opponent to win over and a life to defend. I joined the Piano Taguig because I want to use this as a platform for my advocacy, which is mental health awareness. Not only to promote awareness, but also to reach people's hands for them to be open and seeking help, and to be compassionate to those who are suffering from mental health issues, especially depression. Because I believe that you can be lonely, but you will never be alone. Thank you. We just have to empower them. Once again, I'm Sandara, and if you're with me, come and
to join me and let's champion each life and make inventors for the streets of the Philippines. Thank you, everyone.
Especially those who are facing tough challenges. Working with my advocacy, I am for the children and I care, opened my eyes to their struggles, and I cannot just sit and stare. I knew I had to do something, everything, to give them hope and support. So try me creating a community where we are for the children and we care. Thank you!
People suffering from mental health. Thank you.
Barangay Bugbang for the Bugyan Taguig 2024. I was regarded as a wallflower back in my early age, but God has set me in a slightly different path as I began to find my voice through leadership roles and public speaking. Currently, I am a president of a youth-led organization in our school, which is the YESCO Club that stands for Youth for the Environment in School Organization Club that aims and serves as a venue and platform for students like us to create actions and make movements towards safeguarding, protecting, and conserving our environment. Youth for the Environment is an advocacy that I would like to emphasize and put more focus on, because I believe that by fostering a sustainable environment, it is not only for us, but the future generations, encouraging the people, the youth, to take actions and make movements, and encourage themselves to engage themselves in community activities. Together, we will create a more cleaner, healthier, and greener environment. Because I believe that ang kabataan ay hindi lamang pag-asa ng bayan, kundi kalakasan din ng ating kalikasan. Thank you so much.
not just with an idea, but with action, solution, and true impact. I want us to build a community that is filled with people who embody self-love, confidence, and courage. Together with me, let us move to create a better place to be. Thank you. Magandang umaga, Taguigenya at Taguigenyo. My name is Alessandra Liang Plantado, 19, Mutya ng Barangay Central Signal. As a performer, we are often looked down as if what we do isn't valuable. But to me, each step and every move is an act of defiance, a declaration that we matter. That's why when my advocacy focused around cultural influence through performing arts, my heart finds fulfillment in nurturing the talents of the youth and fostering an appreciation to our diverse tribes, cultures, and stories. And I believe that by encouraging the young generation to embrace their own cultural roots, then they can contribute to a more harmonious and vibrant society. Thank you.
Growing up, I grew fascination about different cultures and different languages. And right now, I develop loving our country. And as a tourism student, it is my advocacy to preserve our heritage, to support our local communities, and create unforgettable memories in the name of Taguig. Thank you.
And we may not see it or feel it, but we are currently experiencing it like now. And with this platform as a student nurse, I advocate for the overall health and well-being of every people in Taguig. I empower everyone to prioritize their health and emphasize the importance of having a healthy lifestyle and healthy body in achieving our goals and dreams in life. Thank you. most proper Southside. I have so much love for humanity and I have always dreamed to become a lawyer to protect the rights of the people, especially the children. And on the way to that, I'm taking a pre-law course of Bachelor of Arts in English Studies, major in language at the University of the Philippines, Diliman, and which we seek for honor and excellence in serving the people. And all the while that, I'm volunteering for NGOs such as Youth Focus in Philippines and iSpace for vulnerable communities of children. I just knew how difficult it is to grow up independently, as a scholar and as a working student. And that's why I aim to build safe spaces or to encourage the youth to fill out the spaces, even if it's small, to ensure the children's basic needs, education, and mental health. Thank you.
Your Vityana Ford beneficial. Joining the pageant has been close in my heart. I saw it as an opportunity not just to aspire but to inspire. As a licensed pharmacist, I will use this platform to achieve the optimal health outcomes, and I believe that having a title or not doesn't take away my goal of making a difference in our society, because I believe that beauty and purpose must come together. Thank you.
Mabuhay! I am Charlene Hugadan Villena, 30 years old, Mutyana Hagon. I am a single mother and I graduated at the University of Baguio as tourism management. I advocate for quality education for all because I believe that we should enlighten the youth about their roles and responsibilities in our society. We should teach them about the values of ethics, empathy, and civic duties. Because I believe that we can have a better future and we can build a better nation. Thank you.
I'm Reggie Santamayo, 25, Bukianan, East Remo. As someone who is diagnosed with mental illnesses, I am here to advocate about mental health awareness. I aim to live in a world where there is no room for stigma and discrimination, and where the voice of the voiceless people are heard.
si Jerilyn Rodriguez, 31 years old, mula sa Post Proper Northside. I am a CPA lawyer from the University of the Philippines, Diliman. As a lawyer, I advocate for the causes of my clients. And as a proud citizen of Post Proper Northside, I advocate for better living conditions of our detention prisoners in our city jail. These people have been deprived of liberty, even without any conviction. As long as the city jail stands here in Taguig, let us not turn a blind eye to our brothers and sisters in need. Let our provincialidad be a place not just for work, but also for rehabilitation of our people. Because everyone deserves a chance to dream big and think big here in Taguig. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Aubrey Isabel de los Reyes, 23, Mutya and South Signal. Growing up, I received so much support in achieving my goals from my family and the environment that I am in. With this, I strongly advocate for strengthening family welfare, focusing on the children's overall well-being. Because I know that in creating a positive impact in the community, this should start in our home. And one fact, I am a proud member of the LGBTQIA+ community. Thank you. Aryan May Leotario, 20, Mutya ng West Trembo. I used to be an officer of Intera Club where we did outreach programs. And that is the reason why I started Project Pink along with my friends. Passion, integrity, nobility, and kindness. My advocacy is anchored in SDG 2, Zero Hunger, but my focal point are the children. Let us all ignite change, one child at a time. Thank you.
Magandang araw sa lahat. I'm Camille Angelica Mendoza, 26 years old, Mutya ng West 30 I graduated at the University of Santa Tomas and a former member of the USC Salud Dami Dance Team. As a dancer and a runner, I advocate for active lifestyle, as I believe that by nurturing our bodies and minds, we empower ourselves to live a fulfilling life and encourage others to do the same. Thank you.
not forget to share, guys.
And to have a sense of professionalism. I am thrilled to be an advocate for promoting our cultural diversity and to preserve our heritage through my organization, Anak, Alagaan Natin ang Kabataan. And as I am being here in Mutya ng Taguig, I wanted to use this platform to promote and to empower my advocacy because I wanted to share, to influence, and to lead, and to make a positive impact in my community. And most importantly, I wanted to show to the whole country how amazing and progressive our city is, our beloved provincia ng Taguig. Thank you.
A blessed day, everyone. I am Cherish Apple Caldeja Arellon, 23, Mutya ng Santa Ana. I remain steadfast in making sure that I always help the children and making feel that they are loved and cared for. I am a Sunday school teacher for 9 years now, and throughout my years of teaching, I realized that I'm really happy when I see they are smiling. And besides that, I am also a registered medical technologist, and it is my duty and responsibility to take care of the public health of the city of Taguig. I advocate for mass blood donation and HIV awareness. I am a firm believer that one touch heart can turn into many. And I believe that in these little steps that I'm doing, I can make a greater impact. And I am doing it one step at a time. Thank you.
Magandang araw, Taguigueños. I am Iana Clara Valejano, 28, Mutya ng South Semo. I have always believed that our mind, our heart, and our body are always connected. And as an advocate of holistic fitness, I dream of a city where physical, mental, and emotional health are interconnected, creating a more balanced approach to health and fitness. Because through this, we will only begin to truly feel well. These may seem like a far reach, but if we think big, we dream big.
That's why I focus my advocacy for the juvenile of Taguig, to elude them from the extreme curiosity of illegal activities by helping them building a brighter future, by fostering opportunities and using the limitless capabilities. Because I still do believe that the youth are the hope of our nation. Thank you. in taking my online course at Harvard University Extension School. Way back 2017, I created my own youth organization, which is registered to the National Youth Commission. Up until this day, I continue my advocacy by providing activities to my co-fellow youth and co-women because I believe if we guide generation right now, it has a positive impact on our community progress.
Ah, bongga!
the youth empowerment through livelihood program. Because I believe empowering young people today, we can not only enhance their economic prospects, but also to foster their personal development, confidence, and strong sense of urgency that will help them to be successful in their life. Because people with a great passion can make the impossible happen. Thank you. Because I want to make a positive change in our society, one informed decision at a time. However, my advocacy particularly focuses on prevention, conflict resolution, and restorative justice. Thank you.
Don't forget to share this live streaming, guys, and cheer for your favorite candidate. Who's your bet?
Good day, everyone. I am Ashley Alvarez Palmares, 19, Mutyan, Rizal. I advocate for inclusive education. My goal is to provide qualities in terms of education because I believe that through education, we will achieve. Because I believe that through education, we are able to fight for poverty that I've experienced from the past. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Yubel Amular-Cortez. I'm 31 years old. You can call me Belle. I am from the barangay with the first ever food bank in the Philippines. Barangay Ususan! I graduated Bachelor of Arts in Communication in Colegio de San Juan de Latran, Manila. I love singing, dancing, and acting. I was in theater before. Moreover, currently, I'm enthusiastic waking up each day with a smile, doing chores, baking, preparing food, playing, teaching with my sunshine. I'm a proud mom of an amazing and a handsome little one named Curious Greg. My advocacy is coconut has zero waste, zero hunger. Just to give you a quick story, I grew up in a small coconut farm in the province of Quezon. And then I noticed that the coconut husks were being thrown after the coconut fruits were extracted. So I realized what could be the better things to do to make these things useful and profitable. Just to make it clear, coconut husk is a bulon in Tagalog. So my advocacy pivots food waste management, promoting environmental impact, enriching agriculture, and extending this program as livelihood to my co-mothers who were victims of violence against women and children to ensure food security and provide them sustainable extra income. I strongly believe that I am a catalyst of social and environmental change, specifically sustainability. Because here in Taguig or Bantong Bichodan, we always think big, dream big. That's why everybody loves the king.
We can work together to combat breast cancer and improve survival rates. Thank you.
fell in love with sewing. That is why I love reworking clothes. From old shirts, turning them into bikini, and jeans, turning them into a bag. That's why I also believe that's one of the ways that I can positively contribute to our environment. My advocacy drives me to act, educate, and advocate for a healthier environment, ensuring harmonious relationship between nature and people. Because I believe that nature is one of the greatest gifts that God has given to us. When our nature thrives, we thrive. Where nature falls, we fall. That's why we should act now. We should start act and helping our environment to be better. And let us also stay our beloved provincial land, the Taguig City.
There you have it. Once again, another round of applause to our 37 Koreanong Taguig candidates. Talaga naman, pinakinggan ko ang kanilang mga advocacies from the sustainability ng environment, ng nature natin, hanggang sa yung mental health natin, very important. Kanina na-touch ko yung narcissism, so syempre meron din niya kasama yan dyan, mental health. Katapos syempre yung ating women empowerment, at saka inclusivity na sinasabi ko kanina, because meron tayong candidate na 70 years old, pero hindi pa rin halata. At makikita mo naman na siya rin, meron din siyang advokasya na maging sustainable na ang ating isang akbayan natin, ang Taguig. At gaya ng maliit pa na ako. Hanggang ngayon ay maliit pa rin. Ay, parang maganda yung tingin niya sa akin. Crush mo ako? Gusto niya sa akin talaga. Crush or whatever. Siyempre pa. And of course, I'd like to acknowledge, meron tayo dito, Net 25 ay nani rito. Yes, thank you so much for gracing, of course, this wonderful event. At siyempre, malapit din sa puso ko Net 25 kasi may mga pagkakataon na ako ay kinukuha nilang guest. Hindi lang mag-host ng kanilang events sometimes. At meron din mga TV guestings na meron din naman ako na binibigyan ng pagkakataon. Once again, I want a round of applause for our 37 Koreanong Taguig 2024.
Wow!
Dada ako animaan mo.
guys, the candidates sa Mutyanang Taguig. Please don't forget to support their journey and share this live streaming.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 37 candidates of Mutyanang Taguig. Ladies, if you can just move a little forward, more forward. Move forward, okay? Yan pala, as we arrange the chairs, we will be seated on. Where you sit yourselves. Kasi tayo ay tao at hindi puno. Ayaw natin uganin kayo. Matagal na tayo nakatayo, hindi po ba? Kawawa naman ang mga pinting kagaganda. So, ang sarap ko na mga upuan. Oo, habang hinihintay natin ang mga pag-aayos ng mga upuan, ay pwede kayo makapag-deep breathing. Habang ang ibang kandidata ay tinitignan ng masama ang mga upuan dahil nagpapagalan sila. Hindi na nila maramdaman ang kanilang mga inliliit. Pero sa totoo lang, gusto ko magkaroon ng Jojo Burgers na shoes. Feeling ko 7 inches. Oo. At lahat ng mga ito, lahat ng mga nakikita niyo ay provided ng City Taguig. So maraming salamat. Taguig City for everything, for providing all of it that you see today and witnessed. So, pwede naman din ako magpaangkol sa Taguig City para lamang sa sapatos. Gusto ko magkaroon ng tayakan. Kasi parang tayakan na siya. May stilts na tinatawag. Kanyang matangkad. Okay, so now you all have been properly seated. Yung Mutyanang Taguig natin, 1974. Formally na lang dumadalo sa katawan niya, kaya hanggang ngayon bata pa rin siya tinan. Hindi niya alam na siya pinag-uusapan. Okay, so at this point, I would like to call a very special person. He's from the mayor's office, Mr. Glenn Concha, to give us a little sweet speech. Think big, dream big, I love to gig, Mr. Glenn Concha. Gusto mo yung ganito?
Hello, good morning. Anyway, it's a bit short, so I just want to thank everyone here, press, media, bloggers, influencers for raising the Mutya ng Taguig 2024. So I'm hoping na sana, di ba, masupport natin ang ating lahat ng mga kandidato natin ito. Napakaganda naman, di ba? Kita-kita niyo naman, di ba? And yun lang. So please, I'm hoping masupport nyo ang ating Mutya ng Taguig for this year. Salamat!
Talagang short and sweet. Kumurap lang ako ng
konti, tapos na siya. Pero ang laki na nga ginagawa na niyang role dito sa Taguig City. So thank you so much, Sir Glenn. At this point, meron kami nga, may finalist na tinatagurian na Darling of the Press. Ayan. So yan. So, yung very own natin mga press media, of course, ang namili nito. Of course, the announcement of winners will be on the coronation night. Starting off with the third, wala na particular order naman to, finalist na to. Starting off with our third finalist, Miss Pitogo. Ayan, Darling of the Press. Totoo naman, hindi naman pwedeng hindi ka maging darling kasi talagang you exude charm. Next, post-proper North Side. Yung parang Korean drama actor yung At syempre, Upper Bikutan. Parang may crush kayo doon. Uy, mga Brian, ayan po sila. Yan po, there you have it, the finalists for the Darling of the Press.
Closer, yan. Center po. Center. 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 Smile.
Okay, after 100 shots, ngayon naman isasalang na ang ating mga kandidata para sa Q&A plenary session. Alam niyo ba, mga bata, just recently dumaan sa Q&A training with Toastmasters International ang ating mga kandidata. I'm pretty sure na handa-handa sila, confident na sila, like me, narcissism. Sabi ng writer kasi ito eh. Kaya naman, to all our media friends, here today, kindly prepare your questions na. Ito na yung pagkakataon nyo. Get to know them naman. Our Q&A session starts now. And to all our media friends, of course, meron lang po kaming committee na mag-determine kung sino po ang tatanong po ng questions, kung sino po mauuna, and so on and so forth. So, thanks so much. Enjoy this session. Ayan na siya. Ayun ako. Ay, candidate ka rin, Pao. Kamanya!
Hi ladies, this is Pao Caniamo. I would like to ask Miss Comembo, Central Bikutan, and isang laban na laban kanina. Central Signal. So, yes. So the question that I would like to ask, what made you decide to join Miss Taguig aside for promoting your advocacy?
So that is such an interesting question. You know, aside from advocating my advocacy, there's also 3 reasons why I'm here. And I must say it's because of my passion, the platform of Mutya Taguig, and the place that we have here. So first things foremost, my passion. My passion in pageantry has been for 3 years. And I just wanted to show this to kids that even though they have skin color and they're coming from a different or a poor background, they can stand out and showcase their beauty here. And about the platform, I see that Mutya Taguig is one of the greatest and the biggest platform of pageantry that we have currently. And I must say that it's a great platform that we can utilize, especially me, so that I can vocalize what I wanted to be told, or for the people to know about. Last but not the least is the place. You know, Mutya Taguig honed my confidence. We've been through much rehearsal, and I've been with different diverse individuals, and I must say that I've really learned a lot. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you,
So for me, what really made me decide to join Mutya Taguig, because I've been, I halted joining pageantry for 5 years now, and I really want to start again. And Mutya Taguig is a very great stage to start my comeback, because I really do want to inspire again a lot of young children, because just like Sandara, I would really want to exude confidence in stage, because I was also bullied for being different, and right now, seeing all the girls in front of me, we are all competitive, but I stand different against them because I have a dark skin, I have a curly hair, and besides that, besides my advocacy, I want to represent Taguig because this city has opened up great opportunities for me. I stopped going to school and I did not receive my diploma, and because of free education and scholarship, I am now a degree holder and I'm a master's degree holder soon, and I really want to become a future educator, and I really want to give back to the city who loved me despite of my background. Thank you.
So thank you. First of all, good morning or good afternoon to everyone. So actually this is my first local pageant. I'm 19 years old and I'm very young, together with these beautiful and talented ladies. And what really made me decide to join Mutya ng Taguig aside from my advocacy is of course to learn more and explore together with them. And of course to extend my platform, I want to raise another advocacy, which is the ADHD and autism awareness, because I have a brother who's diagnosed with autism, and I want to raise an awareness to everyone, especially the children around. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Liz. And my last question is for Miss Amber Ributan. Isa din sa mga naman ka. Yes, so my question for you is, I just want to know your thoughts about the negative perception about beauty pageant. Your thoughts about the negative perception that they are saying that pageantry degrades women.
You know, actually, beauty pageant is not just a beautiful body, beautiful face, but it is a great platform to spread our advocacy. So, I am very happy that I am part of Mutya ng Taguig because we are so empowered. We have different advocacy and we have wants to promote awareness, different awareness, which is for me, beauty pageant is not just beauty and having a beautiful body, because we had an advocacy to want to promote in our community. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ladies, and congratulations.
Hello everyone, good morning. My name is Morris Brand. So I have a question for Miss Renmo. And later I will ask also during Sen. Question, since 5 years ago you joined pageant, 6 years ago, and now you're joining pageant. Who is Sen 6 years ago and who is Sen now?
Oh, yeah, you're right, Mars. My last pageant was 2018. I joined in Binibining Bentong Pangasinan. I decided to stop because I feel like I want to focus on my studies that time. And when I finally graduated and had work, and wala nang pageant opportunities na dumating. And finally this is the very last minute decision actually. I didn't plan any of this. It's a very last minute decision, but I know I am here for a reason, for a purpose. I've been through a lot recently, from being diagnosed with mental illnesses. I lost 6 digits of money 2 months ago. I was Dutch. And recently I had my vehicular accident that affected both my legs. And still I'm here standing in front of you because I know I have a purpose. That's all. Thank you, Mars.
Thank you, Sam. My next question is from Post Proper Northside, Jerry. Hi, Mars. Good morning. I have a question. Since you joined pageant like for the last 5 years, and also you represent the Philippines in an international pageant, and you have a title right now, what for you will be the greatest pageant lesson that you've learned that you will be important in your joining here in Mutya ng Taguig?
I think the best lesson that I've learned is really not to be overcome by pressure in the pageantry and to enjoy every moment and to be able to enjoy this moment with all the girls. I think the thing that I've been doing wrong in the past is I've never enjoyed pageantry. I felt that it was really hard. I woke up feeling so tired, but now I'm very energized because I know that I will be with this our trainings, especially in our Q&A session, when everyone shared their advocacies, their advocacies are all very beautiful, and I hope that's something everyone will be able to have a platform. So I think the best lesson that I have learned is to really enjoy the moment, be in the moment, and enjoy the people around.
Thank you so much. And my last question is for our mother, Miss Pitogo. Hi, magandang umaga or hapon po sa inyo.
Magandang araw po.
My question is, pwedeng sagutin ng Tagalog or English or Taglish? Huwag mo Bisaya.
Sige.
Okay. Mother, question. Paano yung ano nga ba ito,
Ikaw daw wala.
paano yung suporta ng family mo since day one na nagsabi ka sa kanila na magjo-join ako ng Mutya ng Taguig? Kasi alam natin that netizens has a different perceptions in this competition. So, ano naman yung naging suporta ng family? Kasi alam natin that ang pinaka-importante is yung suporta ng family niyo.
Yes po. Ako po talaga yung nagagala, natutuwa ako. Unang-una po, sa kanila po, sila po ang naging inspirasyon ko. Dahil po, ang pamilya ko, lalong-lalo na ang aking mga apo, sila po ang nagsasabi sa akin, Grandma, sige, kaya mo yan. Bakit hindi? Wala naman yan sa edad. So lahat ng suporta ay nakukuha mo sa kanila. Pati yung first day ng aking training dito sa Mutya, sila ang nagpapabook sa akin. Ako po yung maangka sa move-in room. Maka-attend lang po. Para po, maaga tayo sa venue. Ayaw po kasi ako ang nagpapaantay sa aking mga kasama. Mas masarap po na ako po ay nag-aantay sa kanila. Yun po.
At nalaman ko na isa ka daw sa mga early bird parati kapag meron tayong activities.
Siguro naman po, kaya naman po kasi siyempre sa edad ko ito, sa experience na po nararanasan ko, at tayo po mga nagkakaedad, lalo na po sa kategoria ko, ang ating pong pananaw o ang mababaulog po kasi, lalo na po sa pagtulog, minuto po yan, maya-maya, tayo po ay nagigising, alerto po tayo. Yun po siguro ang dahilan, kaya po lagi akong maaga sa aming pag-iensayo palagi, dahil siguro po sa ganung sitwasyon ko na maaga akong nagigising, wala naman po akong ginagawa, eh bakit po hindi ko magampanan yung dapat gampanan ko bilang kandidata ko ng Mutya ng Taguig.
Last na lang po, mother's question. Ano ngayon ang mensahe mo sa mga nagsusuporta sa'yo at yung mensahe mo sa mga negative comments na nababasa natin sa social media?
Ito po. Ako po ay talagang nagpapasalamat ng lubos-lubos at taos-puso po sa akin ang pasasalamat sa lahat po ng sumusuporta sa akin na hindi ko rin po kilala kung sino po sila. At dahil po sa inyo, maraming salamat at ako po ay naging popular. Nawala po sa kanang buhay ko na mangyayari sa akin sa edad ko na 70 years old na ngayon po naranasan na para po akong isang celebrity. Pero hindi naman po talaga na wala po talaga sa dream ko na maging gano'n. At sa mga bumabatikos naman po sa akin, ito lang po ang masasabi ko sa inyo. Lahat po ng pinagdaanan ko ay hindi po nyo nararanasan. Ang hirap po sa training ito ay hindi nyo po nararanasan. Ang hirap ko pong tumayo sa inyo. Nakikita po ninyo ito, 5 inches. Pero po, nakasabay po ako sa mga naglalandahan po kasama po rito mga kabataan na dilan. Ano po? So kayo po, kung kaya nyo po ang ginagawa ko, sabihan lang po ninyo ako, ngayon din po, bababa ako, palitan po ninyo ako. At kayo po ang makakapagsabi, anong sarap, anong pakiramdam ng maging kandidata ng Mutya ng Taguig. Yun po,
opportunity to congratulate the organizer of Mutya ng Taguig because you produce a good batch of girls. Congratulations, ladies, and see you on the finals.
That's 500.
Ang galing naman ang question na yun. Good afternoon, mainit na tanghali at hapon. My name is Liel for the Philippines on Instagram. So my question is for for South Signal. Correct me if I'm wrong. Nabanggit mo kanina yung na you're part of the LGBTQIA+ community, right?
Right.
Yes, I am.
Okay. How's your life being part of the LGBTQIA+ community? And can you share some experiences if nabully ka ba? And some lesson na din na pwede mo i-share sa amin lahat?
Growing up, I really never imagined me getting into a relationship with a same sex. Pero I realized love has no boundaries, right? Love has no genders. If you feel a connection with someone, why not love, diba? And so, I met my girlfriend for 5 years now. When we were part of a Filipino girl group here in the Philippines, 7L48, and it was a fun journey with her, sharing all of our experiences together. And I think it's not about the gender, it's about the person you're in love with talaga. And for all the people who are part of our community, be loud and proud, you know? And dapat walang kalapatan yung ibang tao na magsabi sa'yo kung sino ang dapat mong mahalin at kung sino ka dapat maging sa community natin, di ba? Thank you.
Sana all.
Sana all.
Next question naman is for Miss Comembo. Oh my God, ang galing itong batang to.
Thank you so much.
Bilang isang vendor, ano yung hardships na naranasan mo in life? And paano ka nag-strive sa buhay para maging ikaw, maging kandidata ng Miss Taguig?
I first wanted to show or to tell you one of the massive or hardship that I felt. You know, last 2016, I've seen my father being pointed a gun with by a policeman just because we're selling accessories and balloons. That is the main reason as why I'm here, because there's no established law or alternatives for the vendors. And I've used that experience as a means for me to stand here, because I've always taught to look at the brighter side of things, not at the bad side. Not to be way too positive, but it's the only mean as a Filipina standing here today. So, if there's someone listening to me, most especially those vendors, we are not last. We are always capable. Just the moment that we believe in ourselves, we can conquer everything. Thank you.
Last question naman is for Miss Geraldine, our lawyer. Can you share us yung mas palawakan pa about your advocacy, yung para mas maunawaan pa namin? Like, yung mas mababaw na kahulugan.
Yung madali ba intindihan ng mga viewers? Mas broad.
Okay, our city jail has different types of prisoners. So meron yung mga, those who are already convicted, and those who are detention prisoners. So these are those with cases filed against them, and hindi sila makapagbayad ng bail. So they are deprived of liberty without any convictions. They're waiting for trial. So hindi pa natin alam if they are guilty or not. And what happens what the conditions in the city jail are very, very bad. It's inhumane. Siksikan kayo, like it's supposed to be for kunyari tong space na to, like 3 people are here. And hindi mo alam kung saan kayo, hindi mo alam kung saan ka matutulog. And really, their requests are very, very basic. Like pagkain, chips. Minsan yung mga mamimiss nilang pagkain, chippy, Tommy, ganyan. So those are insabon, hygiene, kasi sobrang bago sa kulungan. So that's where I'm going with my advocacy. It's not, well, these people, we do not have yet the right to judge them because they are not yet proven guilty. And everyone deserves the right to be humane. So yun yung gusto natin makatulungan in my advocacy. So later on, we are actually having donation drives in our barangay, and we have gathered itong mga supplies na to, and we've been donating them try to contact their family to give them opportunities to look for legal aid.
Wow, thank you so much. Makakakonect mo pala dyan si Patch Montano, Emma Tiglao, and Stacy.
Kasi when you are sa UP, it's UP Kaposa. Yun talaga yung advocacy nila for the prisoners in Philippine jails in general.
Thank you so much. Gusto ko kayo lahat talungin kaso 37 kayo. Thank you so much po and congratulations.
Hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm Tita Lavinia from Tita Sotachi. I would like to ask Ms. Susan, Ms. Tipas, and Pembo. I chose these places. Ligid Tipas. So I chose these places kasi at one point tumira ako between Taguig and Pateros. So medyo familiar ako sa places na to and it's nice to be back. I didn't have the best memories but it's nice to be back. But itong question na to ay sobrang popular sa Tita Sotacian page and I'm actually getting this from the Tita Sotacian comment section. In recent trending topics lately, lalo-lalo na sa education system ng Pilipinas, can you say something or defend kung ano ba dapat ang focus natin? Diploma ba o diskarte?
With regard for that matter po, we can be madiskarte. Kasi education is a privilege. Hindi naman po lahat is nakakakuha ng diploma because hindi naman din lahat afford na makapag-aral. So for me, the case is you can be madiskarte so that you can have your education. Katulad po ng sinabi ni Ms. Daniela, she is a scholarship from Mayor Lani Cayetano. Gumawa po siya ng diskarte. That is why she has an education right now and she has a master. She's been taking a master's in Taguig City University. For me, being madiskarte so that you can achieve whatever your heart's desire, whatever goals you want in life.
May follow-up question ako sa iyo, Andres. You mentioned earlier na you have a young child, right? So pag sabihin ng anak mo, didiskarte na lang ako at ayoko ng mag-aral, how would you respond to that?
I'm nurturing my childhood, but everything starts from home. Right now po, I'm disciplining him. I'm giving him to be responsible and accountable sa lahat ng decision niya. And I'm teaching him the basic human skills like cleaning, like putting his toys inside the storage, and then actually taking a bath for 2 years and 6 months. So I think with that situation po, I think I will be molding him that he will be on the side of his education. Kasi hindi naman po, I'm not being proud about kung ano pong sabihin ko na meron po kami. But then kasi I can give naman po the privilege na matustusan mo yung pag-aaral niya. So, for me, since I afford to give him a good education, I will advise to him and encourage him to educate himself. Then after that, make himself discarded so he can achieve whatever goal you want to be or whatever he wants to be someday.
Ms. Ligid Tipas, please. Just to repeat the question, in the current situation and debate on Philippine education, ano ba dapat ang mas importanteng pinupush natin, especially as beauty queens? You are role models, lalong-lalo na sa mga kabataan o sa mga gustong umangat sa sarili. Ano ba dapat ang mas importante? Turuan natin sila ng importansya ng diskarte o importansya ng edukasyon, diploma?
Para sa akin po, mas importante
importante yung madiskarte. Kasi yung education po, nandyan po yan. And hindi naman po lahat talaga afford yung education. But ang pinaka-importante rin po kasi dito is yung pagiging madiskarte natin sa buhay. Dahil hindi po lahat ng tao is kayang maging madiskarte sa buhay nila. And yung education po kasi is importante po talaga siya. Pero mas para sa akin, mas magiging maganda kung ipa-prioritize natin yung pagiging madiskarte sa buhay natin. Dahil hindi po lahat ng tao kaya magiging madiskarte sa buhay nila. At yun po yung pipiliin ko yung magiging madiskarte. Thank you so much.
And Miss Pembo, please. Yan po kasi ang aking huling tinirahan nung makalimutan. So, yung diploma o diskarte, ano ba dapat ang sinusulong natin?
My answer po is very simple lang. For me, education is very important. And education should be rights, not privilege. All of us have the right to learn how to read, right? So that in the future, we know how to fight for our rights. We know how to fight for ourselves. And lastly, I do believe that if you have diploma, marami kang diskarte pagagawa.
Maraming salamat.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm Noli for OBN Worldwide. First of all, best of all luck to you all. Please, my first question for me, what yan ang pito? Okay, my question is, given a chance to give a message, Tagalog na naman. Tagalog na naman, okay? Halimbawa, mabigyan kayo ng pagkakataon na magbigay ng mensahe sa batang mutiyak ng Bitogo na nangangarap yung maging beauty queen. Anong mensahe ang gusto nyo para dito sa kanya?
Marami sa
batang version nyo. Halimbawa, nasa harap kayo na talaga. Andiyan sa harap nyo yung batang version ng mutiyak ng Bitogo. Anong mensahe?
Siguro po, maraming salamat po sa katanungan niyan. Siguro po, sa mga nag-inspire, halong-lalo na po sa aming kabataan, sa Miss Bitogo, maaari ko sabihin na go lang ng go, i-achieve mo, dahil hindi lang ito ang mararating mo, at napakasarap ng maranasan mo na humayo o tumungtong pa sa pinakamataas na hangarin mo, dahil walang imposible pag ang tao ay nangarap. Yun po ang pwede kong sabihin sa kanya. Go lang po, huwag mahihiya, at proud ka, maging proud ka. Isang tabi mo po yung nahihiya ka, na parang takot ka sa sarili mo. Laban lang, tiwala sa sarili. Yan ang huwag mong kalilimutan, at ang kapit mo sa itaas, sa Diyos, yan ang magiging lakas ng loob mo para lumaban sa lahat ng mga hangarin mo sa buhay.
Wow, very well said. Thank you po. Okay, my second question is for Miss Pause Proper. Okay, Kevin, first of all, ano nga ba yung international title?
We're the International Bell Chocolate.
Okay, thank you. Okay, my question is, can you tell us something about Taguig City that most of us na residents here na hindi namin alam?
I think people outside Taguig would look at Taguig and think about PGC, think about the buildings. But Taguig has a very, very long and deep history. Madaming away, madaming batay. And right now, it's a very opportune moment for Taguig because we are now standing as one. And all of the rivalry has come to an end. And now we can move on and be a product of all our history and move forward as one team to achieve our dreams. So hindi lang buildings of Taguig. We are people, and we are a family. And yun nga yung sinastrive namin to achieve, to be known as one Taguig.
Thank you so much. And for my last question, for upper okay, Sharima, in your opinion, how does Mutyan and Taguig set apart from the other city pageants that we have here in Metro Manila?
Again, sir?
How does Mutyan and Taguig set apart from the other city beauty pageants that we have here in Metro Manila?
You know, Mutyan and Taguig, there's a lot of positive in Taguig City. Actually, Taguig City is one of the richest cities in the Philippines. Given the fact that we have a low taxes, there's a lot of business in the BGC. And this coming years, there is another BGC in Arca South. What sets apart in Taguig City is the people itself, because Taguigenya is very privileged in education. Given the fact that most of the students of Taguig City has a scholarship, free scholarship from our, given by our mayor, Mayor Laila Cayetano. And you know, I would like to say and take this privilege to thank our Mayor Laila Cayetano. Because of her, Taguig City is well known when it comes to the business district. You know, there's a lot of investors who wants to invest in Taguig City because of the stand of Taguig City right now. And I think as Mutyan and Taguig, I would like to encourage everyone to visit the Taguig City and see the positive and beautiful side of Taguig City, our provincial. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Ano lang, yung to is I would like to last na lang kayo is West Remo. West Remo.
West Remo.
Okay, Ms. Nando, my same question. What Mutyan ng Taguig how does Mutyan and Taguig set apart from the other beauty pageant here in Metro Manila?
Thank you. This is my first local pageant, so I cannot speak for other local pageants. But I believe that Mutyan and Taguig has something to offer to women. We empower women, and we have trainings from malalaking mga pangalan, Toastmasters, Ian Mandahar, and so much. Ispara, yesterday we had a training from her. So I believe Mutyan and Taguig has something more to offer, but I cannot speak for other local pageants. So I believe that Mutyan and Taguig empowers women, and hindi lang siya basta-basta. And sa lahat ng mga kandidata nandito, naniniwala rin ako na yung Mutyan and Taguig, inaalagaan po talaga kami, lalo na mga organizers, director, and everyone po. Hindi po kami nagugutom. Diyos ko, lahat po from breakfast, lunch, may mga merienda pa po kami. Pag inaabot po kami ng gabi, may dinner pa po. Hindi po talaga, pati po yung mga barangays namin, provide ng service, most of us. And so, yun po, I think Mutyan and Taguig is something more to offer than other people.
Sana all ganyan. Thank you so much.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm Brian from Brian Loves Pageant. So my question is for Lupa and post proper sunlight. So same question how do you feel that you would be the first batch of Mutyan and Taguig to undergo the same format of competition as Miss Universe Philippines?
Well, first of all, I am very honored, and my heart is really happy because looking at everyone, I can really feel the inclusivity. And this is what I have experienced in Taguig, the inclusive progress. And as Taguig is always championing provincialidad, that we are progressing and developing, but forgetting the ones in the fringes. This is also what I felt
We are empowered, just like what everyone else said. We are really feeling empowered, regardless of our age, of our background, of whatever we came from. And I am really happy. Cliche as it may sound, but being empowered really gives us the energy to champion what we are advocating for. And I believe that each and every one of us has an advocacy that is really important. And I'm hoping that even after this pageant, that all of us are given an opportunity to still champion what we are fighting for.
Post-party results.
Okay, so good afternoon everyone. So I think I feel really elated and thrilled because this has been my passion, and Miss Universe is such a big dream for me, and to be able to experience the format that they're doing, from how they process getting the top 15 and then such. I think it's really nice to experience that, so that the less pressure. But aside from not the beauty in Yana Tagay is that after I think 5 years since the last Yana Tagay, this is the first batch that we have adopted and embraced inclusivity. And I really want to thank Mayor Lani for letting each of us share our advocacies to all of you. And I think the most important part that we should highlight in pageantries is the sisterhood. And whatever happens, or whenever I'm back in the stage, I will be always grateful for the fact that I've been with this talented women. I think no one can deny that women are really beautiful. Women are really that aspiring, and nothing can erase it in my mind how much I love and adore women. And to be in such pageantry is such a moment that I will never forget in my life.
Thank you so much. Congratulations and best.
Hello, good afternoon. This is Cesar from Net25 News. I address my question to Ms. Bagong Bayan.
Hi, good afternoon.
Yes, ma'am. Can you share something special or something exciting about your journey here in Mutya ng Taguig, and what makes your journey here worth and worth fighting for? Very special. Then, kasi kung meron pa kong isa na pwede sumagot aside from her, kung ano yung mga sinacrifice nyo, bakit kayo nandito, meron bang mga tumutulol, pero nandito pa rin kayo, ano yung mga investment na maibabahagi nyo na hindi namin alam, aside from her.
Thank you, sir. So yesterday, just yesterday, I've been having a breakdown preparing for this battle. I think all of us here share the same stories of when we started this pageant, we were so insecure about ourselves. Seeing these beautiful ladies, ang gaganda nila lahat, you started to question yourself. So the journey is not easy. It is a journey of trying to overcome my insecurities, trying to build my confidence, and it has ignited my advocacy as well. As I said earlier, I am trying to build a community that is filled with self-love, confidence, and courage, and that is what this journey is trying to teach me. It is more on being here in the sisterhood that this is a competition still, but we try to uplift each other in our most downtime, in our most insecure times. Madami sa amin, iniiyak kahapon dahil hindi natin alam, malapit na, and we think that we are not ready. But Mutya ng Taguig has been taking care of us and encouraging us to be here now, standing in front of you, trying to be our best form, in our most confident form. So I'm very much thankful for all of us here, for my sisters here, to our organizers, to Taguig, for giving this platform for us to know and to love ourselves better. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Bagong Bayan. Aside from her po, mataas lang ng kamay. Si Tuktukan. Yung nasa back po, si Ms.
Tuktukan.
Tuktukan. Sige po, Ms. President. What makes your journey here very special and worth fighting for?
Good afternoon. So, I've been eyeing to join Mutya ng Taguig
since 5 years ago. Now that I'm here, of course I worked hard to get the crown, but when we got bonded, I got to experience the sisterhood here. I realized it's not just about winning the crown. It's also about the lesson that we share, the advocacy we're fighting for, so that we can help the Tagigeños. And the best lesson that I think I will be cherishing here is the whole, my sisters, of course. Every time that we get bonded, that's all. Thank you.
That's for
Actually, just to be here today, I missed a major quiz in our school, and as an academic scholar, education is really important for me. But at the same time, I am genuinely overwhelmed, and also at a young age and as a student, I felt helpless because I want to contribute positively in our community, but at the same time, I felt like I'm just a normal individual. I'm young, I'm prioritizing my education, but I'm really happy that I chose to be here because of this platform and this opportunity to really widen my reach and spread myself thin for everyone so that I can be really a helpful individual in this society. Thank you.
Okay na po ako sa tanong. May last question na lang po. My last question is, although sabihin natin this is a friendly competition, but still it's a competition, merong internal and external competition. Paano nyo hinahandle the internal and the external competition? Anyone can answer that? Miss Sen. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon. Well, joining with Yana Taguig requires a huge courage po talaga, and it's actually my first time to join local pageant. My last pageant that I joined was Miss TZ 2022, and I said to myself that yun yung last ko. But then there was part of me na I have to continue find my personal legend. And as I am being here, I'm so grateful to be surrounded with beautiful women. I've learned a lot from them, learned their different beauties and attributes of these women, empowered women. And I could say that I am here because I also wanted to champion my community. And I'm so proud to represent to you all that my community has two big communities of Muslims and Christians, and that is what I wanted to advocate for, to promote local diversity, because in my community, Christians and Muslims, we wanted to recognize the different walks of life for us to be united and to success our community as well as our city. And that's it. And also, it's not just a competition, but also I wanted to show people who I really am and to prove them what I can do. And I'm here to influence people to continue finding their personal legends, to go back to their core and to spread our wings. And that's all. Thank you.
Meaning to say that you're here not just only for the competition, but also to spread your advocacy by reaching your dreams.
Yes. And also, I have an organization, Anak Alaganan ng Kabataan, and it really honed me, my skills and my capabilities to extend my effort, to extend my talent, to influence one another, to uplift people, and to be the voice of hope for those who are voiceless, especially for those young children.